Recording. Welcome to Rogert.broadbet's Life Hacks, episode 13. Curious George, Supervillain. The Curious George franchise. At first glance, it's harmless stories about a mischievous primate. But cheese and Rice Krispies, below the surface, I'm here to tell you, the Curious George microcosm is shocking. These are Rogert.broadbet's top 5 reasons to steer children away from the dangerous flim-flam that is Curious George. Reason number 1. The man in the yellow hat is a monkey poacher. He is a fast-living bachelor and a moron. He repeatedly abandons his exotic pet without supervision. Moreover, as his British colonialist outfit will attest, he is an actual poacher who illegally smuggled George out of Africa. It would appear his gigolo lifestyle, sports cars, multiple houses, vacations, and a rotating cast of lady lovers are funded by the tusks of white rhinos and the sparkle of blood diamonds. Reason number 2. Curious George is not a monkey. What's the first requirement of being a monkey? A prehensile tail. He doesn't have one. My guess is that the man with the yellow hat blasted it off with his zebra gun, making it easier to extract a bloodied and battered George out of that jungle. Reason number 3. Curious George is a garbage role model. Using an excerpt from a PowerPointing presentation I recently gave to our local school board, let me review the plotline of a typical Curious George story. First, the poacher abandons George in a local forest and tells him to behave. George then wanders off and starts a forest fire. George flees the scene and inept first responders are called. George returns and somehow ends the forest fire he created. Last, George's original arson is never discovered, and the town unwittingly celebrates the heroism of the arsonist. Thank you. Goodness gracious, this is aimed at impressionable children. Which leads us to reason number 4. As you're beginning to see in the chaotic, upside-down world of Curious George, misbehavior and bad choices are rewarded. I beg you, do not immerse your children into this cesspool, or even your grandchildren. Lastly, reason number 5. Curious George does not use spoken language. Only primitive grunts, gurgles, and gestures. After watching Curious George cartoons for a couple weeks, my 3-year-old grandson's verbal skills began to decay noticeably. He stopped using words and started muttering like a young Neanderthal. It was unbelievable. Curious George was summarily and rightly kicked out of that house. If this video caused you to rethink the playful innocence of Curious George, please hit the share arrow, and urge your friends and loved ones to view this video before it's too late.